What's going on, guys? Today I'm just really gonna have like a really raw just talk about a situation that everybody has been, asking me to talk about. Like, do you know what the situation is here? Just a bunch of other stuff. Today I'm gonna talk about the Cupgang pushing out Alejandro just out of the group in general. So, like 2 days ago, some guy hit me up on YouTube. He sent me this long message. He was like, "Oh, do you know this, this, and this?" Like, Alejandro hasn't been like representing Cupgang or anything like that. And I just ignored it, and then I got like two or three more messages about this situation, and I'm just like, oh, I should probably look into this. So I contacted some people, I asked some questions, got some information about the situation, and yeah, I'm just here gonna tell you about what's going on. So I talked with some people, made some conclusions, and I'm just gonna give you what I think just raw right here. Just have a conversation, and yeah, so let's get into it. So, what I think is going on is because of Alejandro's like controversial like view on talking about the other car companies, like him just putting hate towards other car companies. Not really hate, but excessive criticism. That's what I would call it. Like Alejandro, he doesn't really hate any car company. He just applies way too much criticism towards them, and it comes off. It gives off a bad, just a bad vibe, and that's why he's probably like getting pushed out of Cupgang because the other Cupgang members don't want to be associated with Alejandro be, because he's just representing the group as a whole with what he says, basically. And these guys still want to get their special edition cars from these companies. They don't want to be blacklisted or anything like that. And that's why I think like he's like, I wouldn't say slowly, like he's already out. Like I've been looking at like his past like 10 posts and like his past posts before those and his previous posts before his more recent ones. He's used hashtag Cupgang in almost every one of those and just represented the company, I think, from my perspective. And that's what everybody was like, hey, check this out. And I looked at his recent posts. None of his posts have hashtag Cupgang, nothing like that. I haven't really seen like his cars because this guy once he said like, hey, like he doesn't have the stickers on his cars anymore. He doesn't have the Cupgang stickers on his cars. I haven't really noticed that at all, but I noticed like he's not showing off any more Cupgang members in his videos, which he rarely did. I mean, the only ones that he showed off were Juicy or Carter. He never really showed off anybody else, and it's all really speculation until like you get like a definite proof, but I don't think we're going to be getting that. It's just going to be just a slow decline of just seeing Cupgang. And another point I wanted to add is like on the Cupgang website, it's no longer using penis points. They're using absolutely points, but Alejandro is still giving out penis points on his videos, so I think you're still just redeeming those on his website, but I don't think they're going to be accepted on the Cupgang website. I think they'll only be accepted when Alejandro comes out with his merchandise, which he's leaked and all kinds of stuff. You can see him wearing the shirts and the videos and stuff like that. It's just a crazy situation, and I talked with some people, and we just said like, the reason why he's getting pushed out, I'm not gonna say kicked out, like they're aggressively like, we're not friends with you anymore, but like he's just like not representing that group anymore because he's not really representing Cars Unite People, because he's, again, just putting this excessive criticism towards these car companies. I mean, in his recent videos, it's been better, but you still see those subtle hints, especially in that 488 video he did. Like, he's just bashing the Ferrari owner in general, just making fun of how, like, oh, this is how these Ferrari owners dress and stuff like that. I just think that's ridiculous, but I mean, it's really a tough situation to assess when you're not really there and you're just getting like these hints and everything, like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Another thing to say, like, from when he was in Dubai and he wanted to get with the Koenigsegg zone, the Koenigsegg owners, and they just randomly pulled out. I think that's why, because they didn't want Alejandro giving their brand and the car that they personally love. They didn't want him like talking bad about this certain car. So that's another point to add. It's really unclear right now if he's still part of Cupgang, because in one of his recent posts, like before like this really started up, but he had stopped using the hashtag Cupgang, he still had that like Velcro Cupgang thing where he put like Abdul and like Carter, like their cars, and he would like position them in the vlogs. But other than that, that was in the picture. Like, he still has that up. And another point, like, this is the big point that really got me interested in this certain situation, is Juicy and Zurodino Abdul, they both unfollowed Alejandro on Instagram, which is very interesting because just the Cupgang Instagram in general is still following Alejandro. I don't know if that's still the case. I'll check again, and you guys will probably let me know in the comments. And those are just some points that I wanted to point out and just give a general overview of the whole situation, because everybody has been like, hey, when is this going to be the next video? Is this going to be the next video? I mean, yeah, it is, obviously. Yeah, just very, very odd situation, because he was the one that basically founded it, but he actually does not own the rights, apparently, to the Cupgang name in general. And he's just been pushed out, I think. Not kicked out, not aggressively, like, shunned, just pushed out, like, we don't want you representing Cars Unite People because you're not representing that yourself. Yeah, so what do you guys think about this whole situation? I mean, it is pretty screwed up, because he is, like, he was the main face of Cupgang. Another point is, like, what's gonna happen with Banging Gears and stuff like that? Like, when is that gonna come back on track? And I think that's why it's on hold. Who owns the rights to that? Is someone else gonna buy that? I mean, it's all speculation from here. You never know the situation. I'm not on any side, but I do personally, like, I represent Cupgang, and all of my descriptions you will see Cupgang for life, Cars Unite People, because I personally believe in that just whole idea, because it's true, and I don't want to, like, I don't know. But yeah, so what do you guys think about this whole situation? I know, like, tons of people have sent me messages and stuff like that, but just comment down below and just tell me what you think. And if you found this video informative at all, or is this, like, you hate this video, I don't care, dislike it, like it, and subscribe. We're getting close to that 1,000 sub goal, kind of, steadily. Yeah, that's just the main goal. I really want to hit that, and yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know, and I will catch you next video. I have some cool stuff planned.